Yeah, so we just about got becalmed again. We just got about 5 knots of breeze and we're just coasting along 5 knots. We've got reefs in our mainsails and preparing for sort of 20 knots westerly this afternoon. Just behind the Phantom there is the channel that we're going to go through to get us out into the open sea. This is all still Bruny Island ahead of us. So around that corner just behind the Phantom is where you go around to Cygnet in the Huon River to the right, and then if you keep going straight ahead go out around South Bruny. Alright, well hopefully we get a bit of wind, we'll be able to jibe everything over when it starts going a bit more to the northwest, sort of like northeast at the moment, sort of heading in the wrong direction. But yeah, very shortly we'll be able to jibe over and start our course in between the Huon and South Bruny. Alright, we'll see you on the next update. Got a little icebreaker just passing us now. How well you can see that. Been down to Antarctica doing some scientific stuff. Yeah, so we just had no wind, we've started the engine, now the wind's just starting to pipe back up again. So we just see that. We're just making our way in between Bruny and Tassie. There's the Huon there, and we're going to try and get down here tonight, Southport, which is there. Go in there for this wind. Yeah. No, that's Dover. So Southport's the next one. Here it is. So we're going to go in there tonight. Probably up in there if it's going to be southwesterly. It's going to go west and then southwest. There's a few miles to go to get there, so it depends on how much wind we get this afternoon. Alright, we'll keep plodding on. Alright, we just passed Dover and got 25 to 35 knots coming out of there. I've got a reef in my main and just the staysail up. Bit of a handful. The Phantom's behind me there. He's got a head sail up, so he's got a bit of a handful with the head sail. But anyway, we're just getting in the lee of the land here and it's calming down a bit, so got a couple of salmon farms coming up, but we're only about 6 miles out from Southport, so hopefully once we get in there it'll settle down a bit. So yeah, it doesn't nowhere near as bad as what we just had. Unfortunately I was recording it, but I didn't press record. So yeah, anyway, we'll just get tucked up in the Southport and we'll give you a look around when we get in there. Alright, we're anchored up in Southport. And, this is called the Deep Hole Anchorage. Southport's just over that way a bit. You can't see. And yeah, gale warning out for tonight and tomorrow. So it's certainly howling. This is pretty good in here as long as it doesn't go northerly. But it's sort of northwest at the moment. I'm going to go around to the west and then probably southwest. Maybe in a day tomorrow afternoon, possibly to the southwest. It's going to take a long time to go around. We've still got northwest. Yeah, the Phantom's just out the back there, so we're just going to get some dinner organised, and I'll go over and get some stuff off him tomorrow because he's brought some mail for me. Yeah, alright, well that's about it to Southport. If I find anything more interesting, we might be able to sneak over to the town there the next day or two and We might have a little bit of a look around, but yeah, this is a good anchorage. There's an island just there called Pelican Island, and then there's a sort of like a sandbar that goes all the way along back to the shore, and then you've got all these trees. There's a white beach. It's sort of a pretty spot. And if you do get holed up here, you can go ashore easily enough and have a walk, exercise. Thing called exercise. Alright, well that's it, signing off for tonight, and we'll give you another update when we get going again. Alrighty, we left Southport, now we're just coming into Research Bay. That's how you spell it, Research Bay, and this is the last civilization here, right on the south eastern tip of Tasmania. This is where we're going to wait overnight, and then tomorrow. Alright, we've arrived at Cockle Bay in Research Bay. It's the most furthest bay in with civilian life in the south east pocket of Tasmania. And beautiful calm day. It's going to be a westerly change later on. Another bay over there. There's about 5 boats over there anchored up. But, this is the one I'm going to be in, and the wind will come from where the beach is there because it's fairly low lying. There's a creek that goes up there called Cockle Creek. You can see that bridge just through there. The little creek goes up in there, and that's where the wind's gonna howl down there, and yeah, by about midnight it's going to drop off completely, and then we'll make our run around to Bathurst Harbour. Once we're in Bathurst Harbour, it's pretty sheltered in there. It's about the size of Sydney Harbour, but there's nothing there, no facilities, no radio contact. I've got Starlink, so I'll be able to check up on the internet, but other than that, don't think there's any phone range in there. Yeah, anyway, this is the last little stop before we go around the bottom, head towards the south west part of Tassie, and from there we may make our way up the west coast, or we could come back, restock at Kettering, and then head to up the east coast, start heading way back to South Australia. Alright, well, that's that update for now, and we'll try and get a little bit of footage tomorrow, and when we get into Bathurst Harbour. Bye for now. Alright, we're going for a dinghy ride to the beach. Pick up the Phantom. Found a dead whale. Not a bad little spot here. Showing a few of the mountains. So showing the peaks, and then see them on in the background there. The yachts are over there in the wind. Beautiful spot. There's the Phantom. There's his legs. Still don't get to see his face though, because he's the Phantom. Alright, we're about halfway now. We left Research Bay 5 AM this morning, and our ETA into Bathurst Harbour is around about 4 o'clock this afternoon. About somewhere between 9 and 10 hours. No wind, very little wind, we're just motoring. And that's Matsaka Island up ahead there. That's the most southernest tip of Australia. And there's all the mountains and stuff. They'll get a lot more higher once we get up towards Bathurst Harbour. You can actually see those peaks are up in the clouds. Yeah, anyway, that's not much else to show you out here, just plenty of blue. About a 2 metre swell. It's right forecast is 2.8 metres, but not really that much there because of the low wind. Yeah, anyway, we'll keep plodding along and we'll give you an update when we get closer to Bathurst Harbour. Yeah, you can just see the weather station on Matsaka Island there, on the hill. A bit hard to zoom in on. There. That's it, that's the most southernest point of Australia, really. Next stop's pretty well Antarctica. Pretty impressive island there. This is the southwest point, Tassie, down the bottom. Now we're going to start making a northerly heading. It's going to be pretty uncomfortable because it's got a swell and a big beam on. So yeah, we've got 20 miles to go basically. Probably about 15 miles of beam on swell. We'll get up into the Bathurst Harbour section there. It should be a bit calmer there. So yeah, pretty uncomfortable. Yeah, it's beautiful. The sun's come out. Yeah, still just under motor. There's no wind. There's the islands back there, if you can see the distance past. Yeah, oh well, it's going to be nice to get in there and have a good rest tonight. Alright, that's what it is. Alright, we're just coming up to the entrance to Bathurst Harbour. You can see the mountains are pretty rugged, almost part of the coast. Yeah, up here we've got the East Pyramids just in front. And then we just go right on the beach, back corner there, up in the harbour. Yeah, alright. We'll, as we come in, we'll get a bit more filming done. We're going to go into a place called Schooner Cove tonight. Have the schooner there. And, there's another place called Bramble Cove, but it's a bit more open to the west. It's going to be a bit of a westerly change tonight, so we're going to the schooner. Anyway, here we go. The Phantom's got some sails up, trying to conserve a bit of fuel, I'd imagine, but there's really not much wind. It's only about 9 miles to go, so I might as well just keep motoring. Right, an update when we get in. Alrighty, we're just entering Bathurst Harbour. Certainly been a rolly day out there. Just the engine and Stacey to keep us a bit stable, but a bit now. Once we go in here, it'll be nice and calm. You can see it's pretty picturesque. Lots of climbs, mountains to climb, lookouts, and very remote. There's only be a handful of boats in here, and a few probably tray boats. Usually they hang around the entrance here, Spain Bay or Port Davey, which is up there where the sun is. I don't think I've actually been up there before, but might have had the chance to have a look around this strip. After worth it once you get down here, but you need to be well stocked up because there's no stops here. Alrighty, once we get into the anchorage, we'll give you another look around. Alright, we anchored up last night in, I think it's called IA Bay. It's IIA Bay or LLA Bay. But anyway, it's sort of a pretty sheltered looking bay, and we got sort of 25 to 35 knots at about 5 o'clock this morning, and a heap of Antarctic rain. It was quite chilly when I woke up, and a little bit of sun's come out now. It's sort of made it a bit more pleasant, but it's definitely a lay day today, as they say. And so yeah, there's some really good climbs around here up these mountains. I did it about 15 years ago. Not that one particular one, but it was Ruby Mountain one. So yeah, once the weather gets a little bit better, there's a high coming in for a few days, and we'll get around into the harbour there and find a few little hiking tracks. Take the camera up with me this time, and possibly the drone as well, get a little bit more height. So yeah, Phantom's just over there, and then there's another cray boat which I bumped into Kettering. It's ex-cray boat, it's turned into a cruiser. It's a nice little motorboat that they've set up there, and they were getting fuel when I was docked in there at the time. So alright, well, I'm going to end this part, so this will be part 3. The next one will be part 4, just probably cruising around Bathurst Harbour, bit of drone footage, and just having a look around. Try and take the camera with me a bit more. I generally film off the boat most of the times, and I should probably try and get a little bit more from the shore, so I'm going to try that in the next episode part. So we'll see you in the next one. Cheers for now.